Hello guys, today we're gonna make some apple cider muffins. These are super easy to make and they're very similar to the apple cider donuts that we made, almost identical. I just kind of swap up the flour and the spices, but very similar to that, just kind of recycling an old recipe and kind of making it in a different form, if you will. But yeah, anyways, super easy and delicious. So let's jump into it. So let me get my spatula. And I'm back, guys, with more fall-friendly recipes. I know it has been a while since I've been kind of putting out videos. Life has just been busy. Work first, right? Because I got to pay those bills. Let's jump into it. Very easy. So we're going to start out with our wet ingredients. Now, the first thing that I have here is 1/4 cup of coconut milk. Now, this is the canned coconut milk. You can use light coconut milk or you can use full fat. Totally up to you. And what I have done is I've added some apple cider vinegar to that, and like a tablespoon or so. So anyway, 1/4 cup of canned coconut milk, light or full fat, with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Going into my bowl. And this is going to replace, you know, the butter and oil and, you know, fat in this recipe. It's just a kind of more of a natural way to get it in. And so now that is done, now what we need is some applesauce. You want 3 tablespoons of unsweetened applesauce. And again, this is a binder. This kind of replaces some of the oil and butter that you would normally use. All right. And then I have 1/4 cup of our, listen, this is the star of the show, apple cider, okay? And so got 1/4 cup of apple cider going into the bowl. And that's it for the wet ingredients. We're just gonna mix that all together. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Go ahead and have that preheating and already have your muffin pan kind of prepped. You can use muffin liners or you can just spray it with nonstick spray or just kind of grease it down, whatever you choose to do. Now for the dry ingredients. I have whole white wheat flour, 3/4 cups of whole white wheat flour. You could probably use spelt flour as well, like we did with the donuts, but 3/4 cup of whole white wheat flour this time. It just works perfect in this recipe. Flour until the bowl. Don't you just love this time of year? Just the autumn, you know, the leaves, you know, the colors changing on the trees, just this kind of like mysterious feeling. I always feel like fall has like this mysteriousness to it. Like and not just because Halloween, because I don't celebrate Halloween, but I just feel like fall has kind of like this mysterious feel to it as well. I just love it. But anyway, flour in the bowl. Then we're going to add our leavening, baking powder and baking soda. You want about 3/4 teaspoon or less, you can reduce it, of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch, about 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and I have 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon, depending on how much spice you want, of apple pie spice going into our bowl. For leavening, I use apple pie spice. It just works really well. It has all those flavors that you want to incorporate into an apple dish, so it's just perfect. And then last but not least, we have 1/3 cup of coconut sugar. And coconut sugar has like a caramel taste, so it's just gonna go great with our apple cider and everything. Right, that's it. Didn't I tell you this was easy? Didn't I tell you this was easy? Come on. Don't let me have to say I told you so. I told you so. Okay. Just want to mix it until combined. I like easy recipes, and in the future for this channel, I really want to make my recipes a lot more easier and just simple, because I feel like I look back at some of my old recipes and they're kind of complicated, and I'm like, look, keep it simple, keep it easy, especially having, you know, my life is so much busier now. I think back on the old recipes and I'm like, how did I have time to do these recipes that take so much time and that are so complicated? But anyway, there we go. It's all mixed up. Wipe this off. But yeah, I just sprayed mine. I took the lazy method today, just sprayed my muffin tin with oil. And if you have like mini muffin pans, a mini muffin pan, that would be great, because these are not going to be super big. In fact, if you want super big muffins, you need to probably double the recipe, because these are not going to be super, like, they're not going to be super big. All right, so putting them in the oven, again, about 15 minutes or so, 15 to 18 minutes. I'll see how long it takes and I'll give you guys an update on that. And we're gonna bake these and I will be back. Okay guys, come look at our muffins. Look at them, 15 minutes have went by and this is how they're looking. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some organic powdered sugar. And again, you can just use maple sugar and cinnamon and dip the muffins in that, and that will be, the muffins will be completely whole food plant-based if you're adhering to that. But hear about, you know, using organic powdered sugar, that's what we're gonna use. And so my powdered sugar, then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little bit of apple cider. Apple cider. I'm just gonna add just enough to make a glaze. That's it. I'm just gonna dip the muffins or drizzle this on top of the muffins once they cool. Board underneath these. Alright guys, there it is. There they are. They look delicious because they are. So, super delicious looking. I'm loving this. We're gonna go ahead and taste one. Well, this is the one I actually used for thing, but let's go ahead and let me show you a prettier one. There we go. Look at that. So we're just gonna open it. Guys, fluffy in the middle. Absolutely just, look at that, it's just so fluffy, like. Guys, try this recipe out. Super easy, super simple. Great for this time of year, festive. I will see you guys again. Very, very soon. Hope you will try this recipe out. Have a great day. Everything, all the recipe and everything will be down in the description box below. See you again very, very soon. Bye.